If you're anything like me and sometimes like to add a little spicy something to your productions, we can use Logic to create synth parts and any kind of MIDI parts from any kind of audio. I'm going to show you how to do this now. It can really add something to your productions. So here I've got a guitar lead line that's going on through the verse, and it sounds cool, but it could be a little bit better. Let's take a listen to it. Okay, it's fine, but I want to see what it would sound like on a synth, and Logic Pro has a really great audio to MIDI feature that we can utilize here. Here's how you do it. So first of all, this is the section that I want to use. I'm going to press Command and F to bring up my flex pitch and flex kind of edit stuff. I'm going to go onto flex pitch, and it's just going to analyze this for me. So it's analyzed it and it's worked out what all the pitches of all the notes are. I'm going to double click on this, and it will bring up my notes here in the MIDI editor. And I'm going to go to edit, and then all the way down to the bottom, we've already analyzed the audio for flex editing. So we're now going to create MIDI track from flex pitch data. And it's going to do what it says on the tin. It's going to create a new track, a MIDI track with a default instrument on it using that flex pitch data. So it's analyzed the audio, it knows which notes I'm playing, and then it's going to create MIDI notes from that. Okay, so I'm going to call this verse synth. And sometimes it will get a little confused over the octave. So if I just press solo on this and listen to it, it knows what the notes are, but it's got the wrong octave. So here's a little trick. If you press Option, Shift and up with all the MIDI notes selected, it's going to move it up an octave, or you can move it down an octave, whatever you want to do. I'm just going to move this up a couple of octaves. Then I can take a listen to what it's done. Okay, that's cool, but the beautiful thing here is we can choose any instrument for it to bring this MIDI data into. So let's go to Alchemy, just the kind of stock synth that we get with Logic. Let's just choose whatever it's come up with and take a listen. Let's bring it into the track. So the beautiful thing about this is that we can then change any MIDI notes that we want. If we wanted to change in a certain section, we can bring up these notes that we wouldn't have been able to do if we just had it in the guitar. We can be as creative as we want with this MIDI. Now we can just drag notes around, we can arpeggiate it, we can put effects on it. Anything you can do with MIDI, you can now do with the MIDI data you've generated from audio using the audio to MIDI feature in Logic Pro. I hope that's useful for you. I'll see you again soon. Take care.